Hey, my wonderful viewers. Um, yeah, today it's a very good day. It's on the Wednesday. Uh, Today we're gonna talk about the big JavaScript. And as you all know, I hadn't been creating tutorials in JavaScript. I've been pretty much concentrating in Python and web design. When I talk about web design, I talk about HTML and CSS. So that's a little bit of static pages, and right now I want to introduce JavaScript for the web. It's actually for the web, so yeah, for the browser environment, so today is the starting, and I want to introduce you guys to JavaScript. So let's get on to it. So let me reduce this, start that, reduce that. Okay, it's reducing at a very slow rate. Let me just go here. Okay, so today I'm introducing JavaScript, and I'm quite happy because JavaScript is a language that I've come to love for the past 2 months. Yes, I haven't been so equipped in JavaScript as Python or Java, and I think there are a couple of things that JavaScript just stands out. I think JavaScript is a lightweight programming language. Lightweight meaning that JavaScript isn't much more rigid than other languages, meaning that JavaScript is far much more forgiving and far much more understanding than other languages. Take for example, there's a code I did yesterday, and it was, if there's some people who have heard about linked lists, right? And I've been doing that in Java. Let me show you guys what I was talking about. Control V and Control O, and I want to open that file, documents, Java creation, and I think I give it the link.java file. Yes, and this is the linked list in Java, and I did the similar linked list in JS, right? And where is it? Yeah, so here's it. And let me remove these two options and remove this line spaces, remove this array I had here and this array I had here, so that it will remain the same as the linked list is in Java. And let me remove the use strict, and let me put Java there. So these two codes do the same thing, right? And just to show you how good and how understanding JavaScript is, I'm not saying Java is contrary, but JavaScript is far much more understanding than most languages. So this is a linked list in Java, and this is a linked list done by the same person in the same way, but in different syntax all along. So this line of code is actually 33 lines of code, and this line of code is actually 27 lines of code, and this pretty much is the same in terms of functionality and everything. I've narrowed them down to the simplest way I could have done this. And let me remove first, so that you guys can see yeah, I guess that's it. Yes. So this is the simplest way I could have done it, and you can see the difference. This JavaScript code is less 3 lines than the Java code, and this is negligible. The line difference, 3 line difference is negligible, but when it comes to big programs that require big amount of code, I think JavaScript will be the best in terms of the browser environment than Java. To create animations, to create games that run in the browser environment could be far much more better than creating games using Java. So that's my opinion. Sorry, I have a cold. So why JavaScript? And I'd like to give a brief intro to what JavaScript is and how JavaScript is used. Okay, let me open that new place. So JavaScript is first of all a client-side programming language. Was a client-side programming language until recently, where we now have full stack JavaScript, meaning that JavaScript running on the web client and the server. So yeah, so that's server-side environment for you in JavaScript. There is also mobile application development using React as the framework. Many companies, in fact, yesterday I looked at job listings for an app, certain app I use. I don't remember its name, but many guys are employing JavaScript developers who use React and who know React. For some reason, I'm just learning JavaScript, so I don't really know the details of React, but I'm going to do it soon because I love JavaScript as of now, and I'm hoping I love it. But yeah, so that's the way it's going. JavaScript is also being used in AI. TensorFlow is using TensorFlow. I've seen TensorFlow. I really haven't used TensorFlow, but I've heard of it, and I've heard of it in relation with Python. So yeah, that's artificial intelligence for you. And yeah, so, and also JavaScript, where JavaScript has made the difference and dominant is definitely the client side approach in terms of animations, making your site more interactive, yeah, and stuff like that. And here's where I'm gonna step in. So I'm gonna talk about JavaScript. We call it JS in the browser environment. Meaning that JavaScript can be executed in many places apart from the browser environment, such as the server-side aspect of things, and also in AI, artificial intelligent machines and gadgets, mobile phones and stuff like that. So yeah, JavaScript was developed in 1995, obviously by Bernard H. And this language is really cool, man. And yeah, so that's pretty much my intro to it. It's going to be a very fun ride because I'm going to be learning alongside you guys. And yeah, so the main aim of this channel is to provide not only tutorials but good reference sources. So I'm currently using a book right here called Eloquent JavaScript, and it happens I started this week and I've been moving quite fast. Right now I'm in collection of promises and finished synchronous programming, I mean, just right in the morning, and I'm feeling great about it. Just go and search this book in Google and you'll find it and download it and use it. Yeah, so let me go back to where I was. Yeah, so just tune in, just follow each and every tutorial I'll be talking about. I'll be following. Basically, I'm not going to follow the book. I'm going to try and teach and talk let me not use teach, talk about topics in the way I've understood them, and how I hope you guys you could understand them. So if you feel like there's anything I've left out that was in the reference and you would like me to expound on it, please viewers, comment about it and subscribe to these videos, and yeah, basically like them. Yeah, so basically that's it. And what else? Yeah, JavaScript obviously is lightweight and it's general purpose. Yeah, it's used for a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be using JavaScript to manipulate DOM. So we're going to talk about DOM later on, and apart from DOM, I'm going to use it also for basically calculations, much more stuff, animations and stuff like that. So yeah, so watch out for the next tutorial, and happy coding. And if you've liked this video, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. So in the next tutorial, you're going to be discussing let me give you a brief insight of what you're going to be discussing. Let me save this. Yeah, so right now it's better. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, so in the next tutorial, I'm going to be discussing I'm going to start discussing about JavaScript and how to integrate JavaScript in a HTML document. So if you've been following my web design videos, you may find this very crucial, and the lexical structure of JS and intro to functions. So I'm going to keep everything here very simple, since this is not designed to be the end point of these topics. This is just but a brief overview, brush through on JavaScript. So watch out for the next tutorials, and yeah, like I said, happy coding.